Hello guys, I am Manav and this is the third part of our video lecture series, and in this part we'll discuss about what are the different types of readmes and what is a readme. Okay, so starting off with the most basic question, what's a GitHub readme? Readme is the first file that one should read or create when starting a new project. It's a set of useful information about a project and a kind of manual. So if I try to break it down for you, it means when you start a project and start filling up your code files into the repository, think with the perspective of a user that doesn't know you, because he doesn't have a point of contact or any way he can communicate with you over net. He's just searching for a type of code on GitHub and he sees your repository. He opens your repository and see a list of code files. So for him, these code files are waste until he knows how to use them. So in GitHub README, you provide the information of how to run your code files, what your code files are all about, what your project does, and also you can display the screenshots of your working project. Suppose you created an application, you can give the screenshots of the application so that the person knows how does this application looks like and what are the different functionalities that are implemented into that application. Or if you created a website, you can give the live hosted link for that website so that the person could actually visit that website, and beforehand he knows that what kind of a project this is. Okay, so GitHub is an open source platform and it promotes open source. As I told you earlier, what an open source system is. So if a third person wants to like give you some improvements or want to tell you that you can improve this part of the code, or you want someone to tell you that where the improvement can be done, so for that, you need that person to understand what your code is. That's the basic point. If he doesn't understand your code, what it's all about, it's actually waste for you to even expect that he could tell you some improvements. Basically, README fills up that portion and tells you as a third person that what the actual repository is all about. Okay, so why is it a good practice? A nice README is a good way to help people engage in the project, as well as a project with a nice README and screenshots will get attention of the users better, since it's the direct way to explain why this project matters. Okay, and people should know that why they want to contribute into your project and why should they use your project. Okay, README tells the user that you can do uh, these kind of stuff with the code provided, or this program is successfully capable of doing this kind of tasks. He'll obviously choose your repository over others if he knows already that what your project does. Okay, this was about the normal readmes. If we talk about the profile readmes are like your bio on Instagram. Okay, but in a more better way, more explained way. So your information about yourself on GitHub, by creating a profile readme, GitHub shows you your profile readme at the top of your profile page. So this is the second type of readme, the profile readme. Okay, so let's dive deep into the this readme thing. So if I try to show you the readme of my project, you will be able to see the name of the project, then what's the reason I created that project, then a video link. You can get the link to that video telling what does my project do, and then I have also provided a website link where you can find my project live, it's hosted. Then after that, I have also provided some snapshots of the performance of my website, how it's working, where the people are using, etc. So it engages the user and makes him want to use your project. Okay, this is the kind of readme that we created in the last video by just clicking that checkbox. Okay, now the second type of readme that I talked about, the profile readme. For that, you need to go to my profile, and in my profile you see this, hi, I'm Manavdeep, and different stuff about me. You can also connect with me. Okay, I have given the links and you can know a lot of information about me here. So this kind of readme can be created by creating a repository with the name of your username. If you create a repository with the name of your username, like here I have done, Tech Schneider, this is my username, and then in that if you create a readme, it will automatically detect that readme to be your profile readme. I'll just take you to that repository. Okay, so here is my profile readme repository. It's named similar to my username. Okay, and here I have created a readme file. So this repository is a bit different. You can see here, these were the things that were absent in the previous repository. Here, this stuff you can see, this is the readme stuff. Okay, now you'll ask how you created all of this stuff. Basically, there are different GitHub README generators you can get online. I created one for myself as well. I went to this website. It's also a project created by someone on GitHub for people like us who are the beginners. We are learning, and we can create a README from this project. Okay, I'll leave the link of this GitHub README generator profile generator in the description below, and then you can fill up this form and simply create a file and generate a readme. Okay, so after this generation you will get a file. Okay, you can download that file, and then in the next video lecture series I'll tell you how can you upload your files into the GitHub and how can you make them come here in this section. Okay, because till now you know how to create a readme or how to create a repository, but you don't know how to update your repositories with the newer code files. So this was all for this video lecture, guys. In the next video lecture I'll see you, um, and we'll discuss more about how do we update our repositories. Till then, bye bye.